You heard about shamanism, you heard about manifestation, and you wonder, has one thing to do with the other? Can I manifest with shamanic methods, or can I do some shamanism with manifestation methods? So in this video, I'll try to clarify things up. Hi, for those of you who are new here, my name is Maddie. I'm a biologist, an author, and a shamanic practitioner. And on my channel, I talk about shamanism and spirituality in a broader sense, and how you can implement shamanic methods into your everyday life to make it more happy and fulfilled. So I am a big fan of the topic of manifestation, something I'm kind of studying now for a couple of years, because I came to a point in my life where I thought, well, what's happening in my life? Is that actually something that I'm causing, or does everything happens to me, like as if I have no control over this? And so I learned about the topic of manifestation. And what is basically manifestation? First things first, we'll try with the definition. What does manifestation mean? So manifestation is the act or the practice of trying to attain something desired by thinking about it, or by focusing intensely on it, especially as a very spiritual or self-help practice. So when we take it apart, what does it mean? It means that we have a wish, a desire, something that we want to have in our life. And through the process of manifestation, we try to make that reality. So, and that can be done on different ways. And I'm sure if you're familiar with that topic and you watched manifestation videos, that you see how many different approaches and methods are out there, like whether it's kind of scripting, or it is intensely imagination, that you imagine the thing you want to have in your life, and it feels like for you it's already there. You imagine it in the morning and evening before you go to bed. You think about it all the time, and you are thankful for it. So there's so many different approaches to how you want to manifest the things into your life. And I picked out two main so-called laws that are very, very present in the realms of manifestation. The one is the law of attraction, and the other one is the law of assumption. For now, I still think, they kind of bleed into each other. It's hard to really distinguish them. And basically, they have kind of the same idea. But I definitely found also two definitions for the one and the other. And I just want to bring it up for you to make that topic of manifestation a bit more clear and well-rounded, to understand what does it actually mean, manifestation, and how does it work? So the law of attraction is the idea that whatever you put out, you attract. So when you put out like positive energy, when you focus on positivities, on positive thoughts, then you will also attract positive things into your life. And it is mainly about the emotions, that you have a good attitude, that you raise your energy on being very positive about things. So this is really like focusing on whatever I focus in my life, on the positive stuff, I will attract more of it. Also the opposite. If you focus on lack, for example, lack of money, then you will attract lack of money into your life. And then we have the other so-called law of assumption. And this means like whatever you assume to be reality is what you will attract into your life. So if you assume I'm a millionaire, I'll make more money than I can ever spend, then this is your reality, and eventually it will show up in your 3D reality as well. So I think it also has to do with focusing on positive things, because you are already assuming that you have what you want. And because of that, you are happy, you're fulfilled. So it seems to be like a step further for me than the law of attraction, because you are already feel as if you receive what you want, and you live that life. You live as if you're already a millionaire, spending your money, these kind of things. So, and since you already believe that you have what you want, you are naturally acting as if you're already that person that you want to be. Or for example, you want to have your perfect body, then you're already acting as if you have your perfect body. You're full, like your self-esteem goes up, and you dress the way you wanted to if you would have your perfect body, all these kind of things. So, and what does that have to do with shamanism, to bring it down? Because I was, really puzzling my mind about it. And I was studying shamanism and manifestation kind of separately until I realized, wait a minute, there is actually one common denominator between both of them that gives an explanation how manifestation works and how you can really effectively use it in order to manifest the things that you really want in your life. So, and then the common denominator between both of them is that you have a soul. You have a higher energy within you that is your soul. And this soul knows basically what you want in your life, what you want to manifest. And that's what I think is really the key element of the whole idea, and that how shamanism plays into the idea of manifestation. So as I said, shamanism, the pre-assumption is that everything has a spirit. Everything has a spirit. Whether it's us humans, animals, plants, stones, landscapes, planets, everything. And this soul, these spirits, or the spirit and the soul, what it basically is it is like the expression of a universal life energy that is within everything and that connects everything as well. And from this energy, you also operate when you want to manifest, because when you have that, when you are aware of having that universal energy within you, then you also realize, like, wait a minute, if I have that spark of the universal energy within me, then I'm also a creator, right? I can create because I am divine. I have that universal life force in me. This is just realizing that you have a soul, a spirit, which is a very shamanic worldview, right? It's a very shamanic way to see the world. And then also thinking of, so when I do have this universal spark within me, what should I create then? Because that was always my problem. I didn't doubt that manifestation would work, but I never really knew what should I manifest then? What is it actually that I want in my life? What kind of things I should focus on? Is it really important for me to have the perfect body? Is it that what really will make me happy? Or do I want to become like a multimillionaire? Is that something I really want? I had at one time in my life where I was doing a lot of Irish dancing, and I always dreamt of, winning the world championships in Irish dance. So I was competing, and I also won a couple of trophies, but I was never that good. But it was always for me like, wow, this is something I really want in my life. This is something I want to manifest. Realizing at the same time that it was for me really, really hard for training the Irish dance. For some reason, that was the idea of me being an Irish dancer, world championship Irish dancer, was something that my ego wanted. I later on realized, and I pushed myself so hard through that. While I was actually aware of that I liked the dancing, but the Irish dance was a very strict way to dance. I was not allowed to use my arms. It was a lot of jumping, high jumping, and I don't know. I just felt like it's actually not really for me, but I had that dream of being the world championship Irish dancer that I wanted to be. So I pushed myself hard, and I trained more than others. But yet at the same time, I was not making as much progress as others who were trained much less than I was. So I felt like at one point, I didn't want to do it anymore because it was so stressful and I didn't see any results. And I thought to myself, maybe that what I want to manifest is not for me. The world Irish dancer, that's not me. That is not what my soul wants me to be in this lifetime. And now we come to the meat of that video, really. I think your soul will tell you what you should manifest into your life. What is it really that will make you the most happiest version of yourself? What is that your soul wants to experience in that lifetime? And once you make that connection between shamanism and manifestation, you can make that connection to your soul. You can ask your soul, it's like, what is your dream? What do you want to experience in that life? And here, both, I think the law of assumption and the law of attraction kind of bleed in together, because if you realize that you have a soul, then you operate from that level your whole life. It is not that you make up something in your mind and it's like, I want to manifest $1 million because that's just something I think it's cool, I want to have. And then you have the money, and then what are you going to do with this? But if you ask your heart, is like, what do you want to experience in your life? What is your purpose in this life? Why are you here on earth as this soul? Why are you in that body for this lifetime? Then you might get different answers. You might see like, oh, wow, actually my purpose is to become a singer, or I don't know. I can tell you what was with me, because I was a very long time, I was looking for my life purpose. What is it that I should do? I was always interested in biology. So that was very clear for me that it has something to do with animals, with biology. And then I started the shamanic work, where I also felt like, wow, this is something my soul is kind of glowing up and makes me happy. It's something that's also very easy for me to understand, to talk about, to do it myself, which I can realize now in comparison to others, without, bragging too much. But I just see that it's kind of easy for me to also to follow that practice, to learn about, to read about, because I'm very, very much interested in it. And one day I just had that vision of me creating a huge farm, like a sanctuary for animals. And not only for animals, but also it's like a place where animals and humans meet to communicate with each other, to really exchange energy, good energy, where I have like rooms that I can teach people about shamanism, about animal communication, and it will be a safe and a beautiful place. And I had that vision so strong that I really felt like, well, this is really something I want, something I want to manifest. I already in my head, I saw or I see the animals that may have been, held in very severe conditions, that we rescue them, and then we bring them on the sanctuary, and they'll just like bloom and they'll be happy again. And while I'm talking, I can really feel like the goosebumps going through my body. And this is a very good sign that you're on the right track with your stuff. So to bring it down and to boil it down and to make that video more approachable for you. So how can you use shamanism in order to manifest the things that you want to have in your life? First of all, you become aware that you have a spirit, and that you can also get in touch with your spirit. You can do it through a shamanic journey. If you don't know how it works, then I recommend to try, find a basic course, for example, from the Foundation for Shamanic Studies here in Europe, or if you're overseas, then there's also the American Foundation, or the American version of the Foundation for Shamanic Studies. They offer basic courses in how to learn for shamanic journeying, or you can also teach it kind of yourself, which I did, but I really recommend to do it in a class with people that also engage in that, because it's much nicer. But you can definitely learn it also by yourself. And from there, you can get in touch with your spirit and then ask it, what is it that you really want in your life? You can also do it through dreaming. When before you go to bed, you write down on a piece of paper, please, in my dream, I want to see the things that my spirit, that my soul wants to manifest in life. So you can do that as well. And then see what comes up, right? You might get clear pictures about what it is that your soul wants to experience in that lifetime, what it is that you manifest. And then also, once you get pictures and you go deeper into it, maybe it's something you would have never thought of is something that you want to do. With me, writing books was never something that was on my agenda, but then somehow it plopped up, and I just realized how much I enjoy it and how much I like it, and how also I can really deep dive into it, writing a book and researching, and it just makes me so happy and fulfilled. So that was another thing that I realized, manifesting me becoming a very successful author. That was just another thing that I was never really thinking of beforehand. So really, yeah, I highly recommend to try to connect with your soul, with your spirit, with your own spirit. I try to use spirit and soul interchangeably, but definitely there will be a video. I'll try to distinguish that a bit more. But basically what I'm saying is that you and everything else around you has that intelligent, universal energy within you. And from there, you can literally create everything that you want. But it is the question, what is it that you want? And I think with you, there are two yous. There's that ego you who maybe wants to impress people. I definitely wanted to impress people with becoming a world Irish dancing championship dancer, because it's, Irish dance is something not everyone does. And so I always felt, when I talked about it, I felt very special. So it had definitely, for me, it served a purpose, but it was not really for me. I just realized that, and then I gave it up. So I never made it to the championships. But I have other things now in my life that fulfill me and that also are very easy for me. Yet it doesn't mean that there are no problems and obstacles in what I'm doing, in writing and the shamanic work, being a biologist, drawing and all that. But these obstacles are not hard to overcome. It's more like a challenge that I really want to take on, because I feel like, I will grow from it. I will learn even more from it. And this is exciting. It's not stressful in a very bad way. That's also something I think you can use as a reference to see that what you want to manifest is really what your soul wants to manifest, that it is actually coming easy to you. And it gives you goosebumps when you think about it. And it gives you that little, energy boost where you can feel it as well. So to sum it up, how you can use manifestation and shamanism together. So first of all, get in contact with your spirit, with your soul, and try to figure out what is it that your soul, what are the goals for your soul in this lifetime? What is that you want to really experience? And then you can bring yourself into that energy by just realizing that you are creator. You are creative energy. You have a body. Yes, it's true. But within that body, there is your soul, or around it, or I don't know where it is, but it is present. And there are no limitations. There are no rules. You can manifest whatever you want. You just need to become aware of the fact that you are not just a human. You are universal energy manifested, or becoming physical in a body. You're basically also manifestation, right? Something somehow universe manifested, right? You. And I think that was really our soul wanted to experience something here in our lifetime. And it's up to you to figure out what is it, because then you can really boost that process of bringing things into your life. Because I think once we're aware of that, we have a spirit, we have a spirit, and then we can operate from there. You are in that energy of, wow, I have a spirit, it's like I am part of this creation. I'm more than just Madeline. I am expression of the universal intelligence. How cool is that? And if you are in that energy, you feel like, wow, there's a lot of, this is exciting. So let's see how we can use that energy. And then you will automatically see how more and more things come into your life that will match your soul energy. And it will be things that you might never dreamed of, things that will happen to you with like, wow, this is amazing. I didn't even know that this is something I was looking for. And that's happened to me so many times. So that's why over the years, I realized, you don't need all these methods. You don't need the imagination, the morning and evening, the affirmations, oh my God, I always have to think positive. I'm not allowed to say anything negative. If I start worrying, then my manifestation won't come true anymore. All these rules, you can just push them out of the window, because they don't really apply if you are aware of you have a soul. Because once you do that, you are automatically in your highest energy, in your higher self. Also, some people use that expression, higher self, right? And once you're there, you are the biggest magnet. Like you literally attract everything that you want to experience in your life, your soul wants to experience in your life. That's why you don't have to do anything else, right? And I love that channel from Manifest with Genevieve. Some advertisement right here, because I think she really nails it down. She says also, like, whatever you want to manifest, you don't need all these methods. You don't need to obsess about it. All you need to do is to become aware of that you have a higher self, that you have a soul or spirit, or I don't know if she actually uses these words, but she talks about the higher intelligence of the universe that is within you. And from there, you operate. You're not operating from the depressed ego. You're not operating from a place where you feel like, oh, I'm missing out. I don't have money. I don't have this. I don't have that. Because you realize you are universal energy. You have everything. You have access to everything. And you have the power to create everything that you want in your life. So you can see, guys, I'm very excited about this topic because both shamanism and manifestation is something, as I said, that I've been interested in for many, many years. And I just saw that basically what they both have in common is the idea or the fact that we have a soul. Right? And then all you have to do is being in your soul energy, in your highest energy, becoming aware of you have a soul, communicating with your soul, operating from that level. And that's all it is. You don't need to do anything else. You just need to lean back in your chair and watch what's coming to you. And that's it. And then you have the energy. You will do the things that are needed to do in order to make your dreams come true. And that's it, right? So basically, one more note, one more information on that note. I also, for many, many years, doing the meditation, the Zen meditation, where I'm just sitting in silence and connecting with what is around me. And I realized once it became clear to me that I have a soul, that the manifestation and this process of me becoming aware I have a soul, it kind of started to fuse. So before I was engaged in shamanism and understanding that I have a soul, before that I was just sitting in silence and focusing on my breathing, counting my breaths or staring at the wall, try to just kind of observe myself. After my discovery of shamanism and then I'm having a soul, it kind of started bleeding together because I realized all I did in the manifestation, all I did in the meditation was to just become aware of this part within me, of this higher self, that divine energy within me. That was basically what I did in the manifestation. So I was not doing it wrong before that, but I was focusing on the wrong thing. I felt I was mainly focusing on my physical, how do I feel at that moment and my breathing. But I was not aware of, wait a minute, who is actually doing the breathing here? Who is that everything keeps alive within me? And then I felt like, wow, this is that universal energy, that life force energy that is present within everything. And I am part of it. And it is an amazing feeling. And once you felt that, you can make that connection again and again and again. And eventually it becomes naturally to you. You are always operating from that level. So basically, I don't need the manifestation. I don't need the meditation anymore. I'm still doing it because I like it. And I like that time out in silence. But it has a different meaning now to me. Maybe just as a side note, maybe some people also realized and had the same experience like that. So I hope that video was helpful for you. Please let me know if what you manifested so far in your life is actually also what your spirit wanted, where you realized I manifested something that was basically more my ego. It was just that my body or my ego wanted it, but not really so much my soul. So that will be something I'm interested in. If you want to share, I'm happy to read that. Yeah, and if you want to have more information on shamanism, then there's so many videos out here on my channel. You can check it out on here. There's my playlist. So whatever you're interested in, more and more videos are coming every Sunday and 10 o'clock 10 o'clock my time. I bring out more videos, and I'm looking forward to keep going and also answering questions if you have some. See you next time. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.